Hello YouTube, this is CJ here, and I thought I would chat with you a little bit about faces. I was recently thumbing through this month's Cosmopolitan magazine, and right in the very front is what I found here. Now, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll just thumb through the pages and I don't bother to read anything until I come back once or twice. I like to get a feel for what the magazine is about. And my first thought at looking at these layouts right here was, first of all, how beautiful this girl is. And then I got to looking at the eyes. Look at the eyes. You see the eyes there? The eyes are a dead giveaway to the fact that this is the same girl. And from this picture, I think you can recognize it as Katy Perry. What we're looking at is a portrait front view where we're seeing the full face. We're not seeing a three-quarter face where the face is turned. But each face is just a little bit different. When you look at this face, her chin is tipped up slightly, where in this face it's tipped down. Look at the nose. Okay, then look at the lips. Look at the lower shape of the chin. Okay, then on this one, it's straight ahead. She is just dead center, right on. Beautiful girl. Love, love, love this way this layout was. And you can see right here, let's see if I can get this to focus. Maybe not. But right here, right along the edge, right there, may not focus, sorry. It does say, Katy's lashes are supersized and very black with lash inserts. Okay, so you can see how much thicker her eyelashes are. On this one, right here, it says, Katy wears Lash Blast Volume Mascara in very black with lash inserts. Okay. And then here on this one, right there, it says Katy Blooms in Full Lash Bloom in very black with lash inserts. Okay. And then I think on this first one is where it actually has her name, Katy Perry. Okay, now, it's pretty cool the way they can change the face just by tipping it up or down and with makeup. But basically, when you look at all the noses here. Let's see if I can get that close enough. Do you see the width of the nose here, and here, and here? Okay. Look at the color of these eyes. That was the very first thing that I noticed when I looked at these pictures, was the eyes were exactly the same, the color. Now they're different in the fact that the lashes are a little different. The makeup accenting them is a little different. Like here we've got the under shading, and it's different here. But isn't she beautiful? when you get ready to draw a face, and like this one, this is more of a 3/4 face, because when we go like this, her nose is angled to the side like that, and we see less of the face here than here. Okay, so we can tell that even though she's looking straight at us, her face is actually turned that way. So that means that the distance here is going to be shorter than here. And here's the mouth, center of the mouth. The distance here is shorter than here. You don't see the other side of the nose. Alright, let's go back to this one. When you're looking at a face and you are thinking about drawing it, there's a lot of things that you might want to consider. First of all is the shape. I mean, we can have a very round face, an oblong face, an oval face. And that's good because even though the face is going to be drawn very similarly, we're all different. I would hate to think that, you know, we would all be drawn exactly the same way, because, you know, we need to have different ways to draw the face for a rounder face and for a more oblong face. Okay? When I started drawing, I generally just come in with my pencil, come around like this, and right there, it's kind of an egg shape. Okay? Alright. When we look at her head, or her face, since she's tipped back a little bit, we can actually see the nostril area. We don't see how the chin comes down more. We see that more in this one. So you can see here's the egg shape right here. Alright, so we've got our egg shape just like so. Now when you look at the placement of the eyes, in the classroom when I would be teaching facial features, invariably people would put the eyes way up here. You're not allowing enough room for the forehead and for the hairline. So if we come in here and we just kind of go like this for what could be a hairline, this for the eyebrows, come down a little bit farther, this for the eyes, nose, and then this area, this is kind of in thirds where you have the nose, the mouth, and the chin. Now, this is not a standard rule or anything. Like I said, you know, we're all different. We've got different shaped heads, different features. But this is a good way to kind of start. You look at her neck, okay? Some necks start way out here on the side. If we had a football player, that's where that neck would start. We have a young girl like this, petite, that neck's going to come in more like this. Okay? Alright, that's another big difference. When we have like the tip of the nose, we can kind of come in like this. Here's the tip. And it just comes back like this. And around. Like so. Alright. And then when you're actually drawing the face, or the nose in this case, I normally just come in and give some shading. I don't give a straight hard line down. Give it some shading, because the shadow is what actually is going to make the face look more three-dimensional. Okay? And she's got some shadow right in there also. We have this area right in here, the lip area, just going to come like this. Okay, and then the eye, normally they say that the eye is going to be right in this area where the eyes are, and the distance of an eye between. This is not always 100% the case, but we can do kind of that when we're drawing. Okay? Now we're going to kind of pretend like there's a distance of an eye in there, because, you know, we have an eraser. We can always change things out. Alright, the mouth. Normally, when you look at the eye, it comes straight down, and the edge of the mouth is pretty close, that lines up. The edge of the eye and the edge of the nose pretty much is the same. Not always. Some people have a wider nose. Excuse me. Some people have a wider mouth or a smaller mouth, so that does vary. But this kind of gives you an idea when you get ready to draw the eye. You can come down here and know that you're just about in line as to where to put the nose. We can come in with a little bit of shading, and then the mouth would come across. Give it just a little bit of a dark area there. We can always come back and put some teeth in, and then the mouth like this. Now, when you look at this mouth, the upper lip is darker than the bottom lip, because this area right here reflects light. So when you get ready to paint, or you get ready to draw that in, this area right there should be left light. Okay? Now when you look at her eyes, the eye kind of slants down just a little bit. Okay, so if we were trying to draw her exactly, we would have to get that angle in there just right on both eyes. Now I'm not going to try to do that at this point because I've got a handicap. I am trying to draw this from behind my camera, and so I'm not going to get her looking exactly the same. The eyebrow is something that also frames the face. When we look at this picture, look at the eyebrow, and then look at this eyebrow. See how makeup can make a difference? Okay? So, if I come in here and look where I'm at, I am above the eye, and I am out here with the eyebrow, and it slants up and out. So I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to come out here, and it slants up and out. And then I can just fill it in with lines, because that's what the eyebrow is, nothing but a bunch of lines. It's the same way with the hair. When you get ready to draw hair, concentrate on lines, okay? Lines. Now, to bring in the jawline, again, we're not going to do just a line. We're going to try to shade that in a little bit. And I'm going to shorten the chin, because her chin here is narrower. Oops. Is narrower than my example. Now, I've been drawing and teaching art for most of my life, and I'm at a point where I could sit down and I could draw exactly what I see, and it's just from practice. Practice, practice, practice. And basically you just have to get in there and do it. If you know some of the fundamental, I won't say rules, but techniques or styles or way of doing something, it gets a lot easier. Okay, so if we say this is the top of the head, the hair is actually going to come up a little bit higher because it poofs up. Okay? And then her hair, we're going to come out here like this. And then she's got a little dark area here from the side of it. Her eyes, beautiful, beautiful eyes. Just like so. Eyelashes come up, and it's going to be darkened in because of the makeup. Okay? We have a little area that comes around like that and up. This area of the eye is the white. This is going to be your color part of the eye. You've got the iris. Okay, so this kind of gives you some ideas of how to put it all together. At this point, this drawing here will need, probably another, 45 minutes to an hour before I could actually get her looking 100% like this example. But I could do it. It's one of those things where it takes practice. Practice, practice, practice. If you don't get it done the first time, no biggie. Go back and do it again. Go back and just practice. Okay. Alright. This is something I just wanted to share with you today. Remember what I said, this can eventually become this. It just takes more time than what I can have on my camera at this point. So I hope this has been some help, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.